question number 2, I asked you to use the graph and synthetic division to write the linear factorization of the function and then to solve the polynomial function, which means list all the zeros. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to analyze the graph, and it looks like it is definitely crossing at 4, and it looks like it is tangent at a -3, and then it's crossing at 1. So I think I'm seeing all 4 of the zeros right now. But I asked you to use your synthetic division, so I want to go ahead and divide first by a, doesn't really matter, I'm going to divide by the 0 of a -4. My coefficients are 1, 9, 23, 3, and -36. And I'm going to start my synthetic division. So I'm going to bring down the 1, -4 times 1 is -4, -4 and 9 is 5. That's a -20, add them together, it's a 3. That's a -12, added together gives us a -9, and that's a 36, add together gives you a 0. So with the remainder of 0, I do know that it is a 0. The graph was very telling. So it started off as a 4th, and now it's a 3rd-degree polynomial. I want to test one other one, so I'm going to go ahead and test the next 0 that I see, which is a -3. You could also do the 1, doesn't make any difference. I'm going to draw the line, then run through the synthetic division. That's a -3. That gives me a 2 if I add. That's a -6. If we add, it's a -3, and -3 is a 9, so we get a remainder of 0. Now I'm down to a 2nd-degree polynomial. Now that's probably where I will abandon the synthetic division, because now I have x squared plus 2x minus 3, and I can probably factor that quicker than I can use synthetic division, so x and x. Plus 3 minus 1 would give me the correct factorization for this last remaining quadratic factor. So to write the complete linear factorization, if -4 was a factor, if -4 was a 0, then x plus 4 is a factor. If -3 was a 0, then x plus 3 was a factor. Well, that happened to go twice. Once here, a factor of x plus 3, and again right there is a factor of x plus 3. So there's the squared, which is modeling that point of tangency that we have on our graph. And we also have one more, which is x minus 1. This is the factorization, the linear factorization of that polynomial. And then I also want you to list the solutions, and the solutions are the zeros. So our zeros are -4, -3, and a +1.